Good morning children, welcome to our video lecture. Today we are going to start with our geography. Now maybe you must be wondering why I have skipped lesson number 1. Lesson number 1 is field visit, which I will be taking later on. Today we are going to start with second lesson of geography, that is location and extent. Children, in our geography of 10th standard, you are going to study about two different countries, that is India and Brazil. Now, why we are going to study about India and Brazil? Why only India and Brazil is been taken in your syllabus? All these things are explained to you all in your index or in the hint which is given to you all in your textbook. So, today we are going to start with our lesson, that is location and extent. Let's start. On your page number 9, you can see there are two flags which are shown. First one you can easily identify. Second one, maybe you will not be able to identify easily, but you can see there are some hints which are given here. Based on these hints, we will be able to understand which country's flag this is. So let us see. Few hints and flags of two countries are given below. Using them, identify these two countries. You can easily identify one of them and hope you can easily identify the other two. So first one you can easily identify, it is India. The clues which are given here, they are the second largest populated country in the world, famous for species in the world. Cricket is a popular sports here. It is nothing but India. The second one we can see, that is famous for Samba dance, known as the coffee pot of the world. Football is a very popular sports here. So it is nothing but Brazil. So today we are going to study about India and Brazil. Let's go to page number 10. In your textbook, page number 10, you can clearly see name of the country, Republic of India. Name of the capital, New Delhi. Location, extent and boundaries. Now, location, extent and boundaries, you can see they had given here a map on page number 10, where you can see the degrees which are mentioned here. When you see a globe, when we study a globe, we can see these are the latitudes and longitudes which are mentioned, and accordingly we can identify where exactly our country is located. Okay, so let's see. India is located in the northern and the eastern hemisphere of Earth. It is located in the southern part of Asian continent. When you observe the world map on your page number 12, they had given world map. Page number 12, you can see your India lies. So according to this world map, you can see India is located to the east, to the southern part of Asia continent, and accordingly to the world map, if you see, this is 23 degree 30 inch north, which is known as equator. Okay, Tropic of Cancer, which passes through India. Here you can see this is 23 degree 30 inch south, which is a Tropic of Capricorn, and between these two at 0 degree here there is equator, that we will see later on. So here you can see they had given India is located to the northern and the eastern hemisphere of the Earth. So when you see a world map or if you see a globe, you can clearly identify this position of the India. With the help of figure 2.1, find the extent of the mainland India. So the mainland is the entire India, where it is located. We have to find out from this figure 2.1 which is given here. So let's see. fill in the degree values in degree in blank space. So here they had given blank space where you have to fill in the values. It is, see here, if you see the southern point of India, it is from 8 degree. Okay, it starts from 8 degree. Here you can see. So here you have to fill in. It is 8 degree 4 minutes north, because our India lies in the northern hemisphere. So that is why this is given as north to this. You can see here. This is 36 degree, and beyond this 36 degree little bit it is extended. Okay. So it comes to approximately 37 degree. Okay. So it is from 8 degree 4 minutes north to 37 degrees 6 minutes north latitudes. And between, once again here you can see it starts from 68 degree east. Okay. So here you can see it starts from 68 degree 7 minutes east to 97 degree 25 minutes east longitude. So from this we can understand that our India is situated in the northern and eastern hemisphere. Okay. Indira Point is the southernmost tip of India. In your map you can see here, this is Indira Point. Here there is Andaman Nicobar Island, and then this is Indira Point, which is considered as the southernmost point of India, tip of India. It is located on 6 degree 45 minutes north parallel. Observe figure 2.1. Identify the countries and the water bodies around India and complete the table in your notebook. So here they had given, you are supposed to observe same map and you have to identify the countries and the water bodies which are around India and complete the table in your notebook. You can see that table which is given on page number 11. I have written the names here. You can observe the map in your textbook and you can write accordingly. I had already written this. You can write this and then later on you can observe it. So the direction and neighboring countries, seas and oceans which are next to India. To the east of India is Bangladesh and Myanmar. To the north is Nepal, China, and Bhutan is to the northeast. Okay. Then to the north is all these Nepal, China and Bhutan are to the northeast. Afghanistan is to the north. West we have Pakistan, and to south is Sri Lanka. But then we are not sharing our border. India is not sharing its border with Sri Lanka. You can see here the border of Sri Lanka and India are not shared. Other all countries you can see the borders are shared here. Pakistan also we share the border. Afghanistan we share the border. Nepal, China, all these countries we are sharing the border. Okay. So these are the countries which are to the east, west, north, south of our India. Along with this you can see there is a Bay of Bengal which is to the east, southeast of India, and Arabian Sea is to the southwest of India. Okay. Then next you can see they had given here. So this was, we have studied about India. Name of the country, Federative Republic of Brazil. Name of the capital, Brasilia. See the children, most of the time in your exam in the map, many a times Brasilia has been asked and children are marking this entire Goas or entire this part as Brasilia. See, always in your map you will have Brasilia which is marked with this small, like this circle. So please keep in mind whenever you all are marking Brasilia in the map, you have to only mark this much portion which is Brasilia and not this entire part which is known as Goas. Okay, let's start. Name of the capital, that is Brasilia. Location, extent and boundaries. Some part of Brazil lies in the northern hemisphere while most of it lies in the southern hemisphere. So as we had seen, as India lies in the northern and eastern hemisphere, similar manner Brazil lies in southern hemisphere, most of it lies in the northern hemisphere, while some of it lies in the southern hemisphere. Now maybe you will get confused, how is this that some part is in the northern and some part is in the southern hemisphere. Here, okay, in the world map, if you see a proper world map, you will get a clear idea. Here this is South America. In this continent of South America is Brazil, where you can see this is the Brazil, whereas I had already told you all the 0 degree equator, it passes from here. So because of this 0 degree, this upper part is known as northern hemisphere and this down part is known as southern hemisphere. So as this Brazil is located here and as this equator is passing from Brazil, so some part of Brazil is in the northern hemisphere and most of it part is in the southern hemisphere. Okay, that I think we are going to study in our next lesson. We will come to know about it. So this is how the Brazil is located in the northern as well as in the southern hemisphere. Also it lies in the western hemisphere. Once again you go to the world map and you can see this is towards the western part and thus it lies in the western hemisphere. In the northern part of the American continent. Okay, so this is a map of Brazil. You can go through it later on. With the help of figure 2.2, find the extent of the mainland Brazil. Fill in the degrees value in the blank space. So once again you can see they had given your degree values of Brazil where you have to fill it. I had already filled it. You can see the map and then you will be able to understand. It is 5 degree 15 minutes north to 33 degree 45 minutes south latitude. As we had studied it, that it lies in some part of Brazil is in northern hemisphere and most part of Brazil is in southern hemisphere. So here its latitude, when you are taking the extent of Brazil, when we are checking the extent of Brazil, it is 5 degree 15 minutes north. It starts from 5 degree 15 minutes north and it is extended up to, here you can see this is 30 and it is crossing beyond 30. They had given here, this is again 35 it is. So approximately till here, so it comes till 33. Okay, so this is 5 degree 15 minutes north to 33 degree 45 minutes south latitude and between 34 degree 45 minutes west to 73 degree 48 minutes west longitude. From here you can see it is starting from here 35 degree. From here it starts, it is extended towards west. If you go towards this side, this is 70 degree here and it is beyond 70 degree. So it is extended up to approximately beyond this 70. So it is extended approximately up to 73 degree 48 minutes west longitudes. Observe the figure 2.2. Identify Brazil's neighboring country and ocean. Fill in the chart given below in your notebook. Here this I had not done this. This is your work. You are going to do it. This is map of Brazil. This brown color which you can see is Brazil. Beyond this Guyana, France, Geneva, this Venezuela, Colombia, Peru, all these are the neighboring countries of Brazil. So accordingly you can write, this is Uruguay here in the south. So accordingly you can fill this, which are the neighboring countries of Brazil, which is the ocean, North Atlantic and South Atlantic Ocean. You can fill that. Okay. Next, let's go to page number 12. As we know, we have some historical background of India. What is the historical background of India? India was under the British rule for approximately 150 years. Okay, so that is a historical background of India. In similar manner, there is some historical background of Brazil also. So let us see what is historical background. We know what is historical background of India. In similar manner, we have some historical background of Brazil, which we are going to study. So let's see. India was under the British rule for almost 1.5 century, that is 150 years. India got its independence in year 1947. Despite facing several problems like 3 wars, famine situation in various parts, and similar issues after independence, India is a major developing country of the world. So as we have already studied in our history in the lower standard, the India has faced several problems, like there were wars which were fought, there was a famine situation, there was lots of problem related to India. Even after independence also, India had to face lots of problem. So after all, still India is a major developing country in the world. India is considered to be a global market too, because of various economic reforms, economic changes from time to time. India's economic development has paced up. So as the changes, economic changes had come up, or it has changed from time to time, and because of which India's economic development had come up, or it had changed up. The proportion of youth in India's population is high. Please keep this in mind, this sentence. The proportion of youth in India's population is high because this forms a major part of working population. So as youth are more, the young population is more, it helps to give major working population to India. India is looked upon as a young country, and ultimately because India has young population and it is giving us more working population, ultimately India is known as a young country, or it is looked upon as a young country. Okay, now we have historical background of Brazil. For more than 3 centuries means approximately 300 years. So Brazil was approximately for 300 years. Brazil was under Portuguese rule. Brazil gained its independence in 1822, but even if they were under the Portuguese rule, they had got independence long back, or very early before India. So they had got independence in 1822, quite early before India's independence. From 1930 to 1985, for more than half century, it was under a populist military government. So once again, maybe they were not under the control of any other rule, but their government, the government of Brazil from 1930 to 1985, it was under the populist military government. So where they did not had a democratic government, but they were under the control of the military government, where the entire government was looked after by the military in charge. It had overcome global financial difficulties in the late 20th century. So Brazil had overcome global financial difficulties in the late 20th century. Brazil is seen as a contributor to economic growth of the world and an important market in the future. So Brazil is looked after as a contributor to the economic growth. India has also brought itself in the economic development. Brazil is also known for its economic growth of the world and an important market in the future. India is also considered as a major market source. Also, Brazil is considered as an important market in future. So here, according to this, we can understand that with this we have completed with our lesson. Our second lesson of geography is very short, as already I had explained you all that your geography, which is mostly compared in 2 parts in all the lessons. We have climate of India and Brazil, we have rivers and areas, topography of India and Brazil, we have forest of India and Brazil, we have population of India and Brazil, we have transportation system of India and Brazil. So accordingly, all the lessons of whatever, all 9 lessons we have, all the lessons are compared between India and Brazil, and the main reason for the comparison is most of the things of India and Brazil are similar. Like for example, as we had seen, India also has a background of some imperialist rule, whereas Brazil also has the background of some imperialist rule, where some of the other countries were ruling over both the countries. In similar manner, when we are going to study about the further lessons, we will come to know there are certain similarities in India and Brazil, as well as there are certain differences in India and Brazil, and because of which maybe they have put these two countries together, where we are going to study about India and Brazil in comparison to one another. Okay, so children, as I already told you all, we have completed with the explanation of this lesson. There are some points which are given here on page number 12. Just see, show the following elements in figure 2.3. Now figure 2.3 is your world map, which is given to you on your page number 12. I have marked here with pencil. What you have to do is, see here, they had given here, name all the continents and ocean of the world. So what you are going to do is, after you finish writing the notes of lesson number 2, which I will be sending, you have to take one world map. Okay, one blank outline world map, which you will get easily in the stationery. It is not hard and fast that now only you have to go and get it. Afterwards, after the lockdown, whenever it is possible, you go to the stationery, you get a outline map of world, that is world map, and you have to do all these things on that world map, and you have to stick that in your notebook. Okay, so name all the continents and ocean of the world. Color Brazil and India using different colors and name them. So you all know it clearly. India is here, Brazil is here. So you have to color these two with color of your choice, and you have to name them. Draw equator on the map and write its value in the degree. Already I had shown you all in this map, between 23 degree north, 23 degree south. Between here there is 0 degree, which is equator. Okay. And show the symbol for the direction. Very important, whenever there is a map, you have to show the symbol for the direction that is pointing upwards, that is north, so it becomes clear to you that which part is north and which part is south. Otherwise you hold the map upside down and there will be all confusion. Okay, so for that you have to do all these things, 1 2 3 4, these 4 things you have to do in the outline map, which you will get from the stationery, that is outline world map. Okay, then answer the following question with respect to the countries that you have studied. Now this thing I am not explaining it to you all. You can go through this and you can solve this, or you can get the answer for this with the help of your textbook or with the help of Google. Nowadays you all are using Google, and thus from there you can get all the information or all the answers of this question. But I want you all to find the answers for this question. Okay, okay, let's see here on page number 13. You have, do you know, we celebrate our Independence Day on August 15th, whereas Brazil celebrates her Independence Day on September 7th. Please keep these points in your mind. India has federal parliamentary republic type of government, whereas Brazil has federal presidential republic type of government. The name Brazil comes from pau Brazil, a local wooded tree. Okay, so this is what we have got the extra information about India and Brazil. I hope you have understood the lesson. Once again, stay safe, take care, read your lesson thoroughly, and as I had already told you all, first lesson obviously I will be explaining you, but I will send the video of first lesson little late. Okay, so till then you all go through this lesson and try to understand what has been explained in the video. Very important, read your lesson when you are listening to the video, so that your doubts are cleared. Okay, thank you.